Hello everyone, welcome to LaserTech Tuesdays at 2. I'm Jay Cottrell, the Global Marketing Communications Manager here. Every Tuesday around 2 p.m. Mountain Time, we go live and discuss solutions in traffic safety and professional measurement. You can join us on your coffee break. We are live for about 15 minutes. Don't forget to let us know what you think. Comments will be answered either in real time or as the subject of another Facebook Live, so please let us know what you're thinking. Today I am sitting down with someone who has been with LaserTech for a number of years, Eric Miller. So thanks for joining me, Eric.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
So for people who have not had a chance to meet you yet or who may have forgotten, could you tell us what you do at LaserTech and how long you've been with the company?
Yes, I'm the president and the chief operating officer at the company, so I oversee all operations side of the business, including engineering, manufacturing, IT, that type of thing. And this year I celebrated my 32-year anniversary at the company, so I'm going on 33 now, so it's been a long time.
Right. So how did you get started? I mean, I've heard some of the stories going around about whether or not you could participate in some company activities, but how did you get started? Like, how did you find LaserTech?
Well, basically, I was just a few months out of college, and I started working at a company actually in Centennial, Englewood at the time, which is only about a quarter mile from where LaserTech's office is right now. It was a small biomedical company, and I joined as a production technician. And my background's in electronics engineering, and I started there and was there for about 3 months and thought it was okay, but I don't know, the company seemed a little bit, I wasn't quite sure about the future. And one day one of the veterans of the company came by and started talking to me, and he said, "Hey, you seem like a good kid, you know," and I was very young, I was 22 at the time, so he came by. Actually, I think at that time I was 21 even, but in any event, he said, "You seem like a good kid." He said, "This company it's not a good place to be long term, they don't treat you very well." He said, "I've been here for 15 years and they've done nothing but put me down and things." He said, "So I've got this friend that's leaving this small little tech company. He's a tech and he's going to go into real estate, and maybe you should go check it out. I think it might be interesting." So I wasn't really looking for a job because I just started this other job for about 3 months, but I went ahead and gave a call, and I talked to the then production manager of LaserTech. At that time, it was LaserTech wasn't LaserTech. It was a company called International Measurement and Control Company, which is a mouthful. But it was a very small little tech company, and I called the gentleman up, and he said, "Well, yeah, we're looking for somebody. Can you come over today and do an interview?" And I was actually at my lunch break at my previous job, and at that time, fresh out of college, I never would think about going to an interview without being in a suit and a tie and all those things. And I said, "Well, I'm not really prepared," but, he says, "Well, come on by." So I after work, I stopped on my way home, and, I was in jeans and tennis shoes and, a golf shirt, and wasn't really ready. But in long story short, he offered me the job. I negotiated for a little bit of a pay increase, which at that time wasn't very much, but ultimately I started out at the company as a production technician, working on, at that time, our first generation of lasers and a hydrographic survey system called the Hydro One.
Oh,
is
okay.
how I came into the company originally.
So it's been 32 years. What keeps you excited about what we do?
I think the thing over the years that's kept me excited, it's really the technology and the people, really. Above all, I like technology. I like cool products. I like products that do something. I don't know, software just by itself has always been a little bit difficult for me to get excited about, but our products are applied measurement products that you go out in the field and you do things with it, and that always has got me very excited, and so that's a big part of it. And then the other thing is again, the people. I've got, great relationships with the people at LTI, my coworkers, and people I've worked with over the years, but then also our dealers and the markets that we get into. I've always just loved, the international work that we do, being able to travel to these different places, being able to see the challenges that our customers and dealers have locally. And, I feel like I've really been blessed to be able to really see the world as being a part of LaserTech, and that's been a huge thing for me that always keeps me excited.
That is exciting. So hopefully soon we'll be able to travel and do those things again.
Yeah, at this point I can't even imagine getting on a plane, but hopefully someday it will be normal again.
So, of all the products that you've worked with, what do you have one that you would say is your favorite?
That's a tough one because there's a lot of great, cool products that we've done over the years. But I think for me, it would probably be our very first speed gun, the LTI 2020, which we released back in about 1990. And I think for that one, it was a few things. First, it was the first of its kind. There was nothing out there at the time when we released that first product. And on top of that, I was actually working a lot in engineering at the time, and I actually helped design, some detailed pieces of that instrument. I laid out some of the circuit boards in it. I helped with the mechanical design. So probably of all the products over the years, that was the one that I had the most kind of pure engineering involvement in. So that product is always, probably will be my favorite. It really set the standard for laser speed measurement across the globe. I mean, if you look now at our current products, our competitors' products, any handheld laser speed measurement unit out there, you look at some of the basic specs of what people look for, like measurement time and accuracy and all that. The LTI 20 it set all those bars, it set all those standards. At that time, there was no standards before, and all the things that we put into that original product, it still is what the standard is for performance today. So it's a great product.
You're saying everybody measures themselves against us?
I'd like to think so, yeah. And
Okay.
we measure everybody else, I guess, or everything else. So.
Right. So, are there any accomplishments that LaserTech has done, either recently or maybe farther back, that you are the most proud of? I mean, we've done a number of different things. So, what comes to mind?
For LaserTech, there's a lot of things. I think, to me, I go back to a lot of the things that we did first. Again, I've already touched on, the first laser speed gun, the LTI 2020 that really started handheld laser speed measurement in that market. The next was the first total station, the first handheld total station, I should say. Back in about 1992 was our Criterion 400 product. And, before that time, any total station that was out there would only be on a tripod. And that Criterion 400 was the first of its kind. It was a handheld product that had, distance measurement and inclination measurement and compass measurements. So that was very unique. And then shortly after that, we had our first Bushnell product. The original Lightspeed 400 was, again, a first of its kind. It was a product that hadn't existed before, a low-cost consumer rangefinder. So I think a lot of those things that, probably the biggest accomplishments, I think, were some of the things we did early on and really establishing some of these markets that we continue to be involved in and continue to see more competition come up. And it's kind of, it's exciting to think about, some of these markets didn't exist until we started them, and now there's multiple companies that compete with us in these markets. And obviously it's a testament to the viability of what we established way back then.
Right. And it's good to see some competition in these markets because while we do make a lot of really cool products, we're very invested in having safer communities as well. So how do you see our products being used in making safer communities?
Well, I think, it's interesting because a lot of the applications of our products across various markets have to do with safety. The biggest one that comes to mind is speed enforcement and reducing traffic fatalities. It's a proven fact that, driving at high speeds is one of the leading causes of traffic deaths. And we've seen over the years where different countries, different states, different customers that we've worked with, agencies, where they have put in place a formal laser speed enforcement program into their traffic safety area. And it's proven to have, significant benefits in reducing fatalities and saving lives. So that's a big one. And then you get into things like looking at our professional measurement products where we're out there and we're helping with things like in forestry, what we call our danger tree measurements, where you're making sure that, you can measure trees to know if they're going to fall on power lines, which could obviously cause lots of issues and safety problems. Lately our products have been used for GIS mapping and things like gas lines where, there's recently been issues with explosions and other things trying to locate those gas lines and make sure that they're identified and secured. And So that has a lot of applications on the safety side, and also our industrial sensors. We have sensors that have been used over the years for collision avoidance, for warning systems, making sure that cranes and things like that don't run over somebody or create accidents. So there's a lot of aspects of what we do that promote safety, either to the general public or to our customers and the operators of the equipment. So it makes you feel satisfied and very accomplished in what we do, and knowing that we definitely, without question, have helped save a lot of lives over the years. Right.
Yeah, there's so much good that I've seen done with our lasers and for communities. That's what keeps it exciting for me. I know that we're a bit tired of 2020. We talked about that a little bit right before we went live. So what makes you excited about 2021?
Well, I guess the first thing is probably the same thing that everyone else is excited about, and that's hoping to find some sort of, I don't want to say closure, but some resolution to the current COVID pandemic. Is obviously been so tough for everyone, personally, professionally, and that's been really tough. So I'm very hopeful of some I don't want to say cures, but resolutions, some things that will allow us eventually to get back to some type of normalcy, whatever that might be going forward. But beyond that, from the LTI side, we have some really exciting new products that we're working on. There's some things that we're going to be coming out with next year that I think will reestablish LaserTech as the dominant player in the traditional markets that we have helped pioneer and create some 30 years ago. So I'm really excited about some of the things that our customers are going to see coming out in 2021, and it's going to be a good year, I think, for us, and some new technology and things that we'll be doing.
Those are really good. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting year, I think. So I'm looking forward to it as well. So today a number of important choices are being made. So I have an important choice for you to make. Do you like pepperoni or pineapple on your pizza?
Ooh, I like both, but if I have to choose one, it'd be pepperoni.
Okay, yeah. Vinny has often asked me to make sure that I ask everyone what their favorite topping on pizza is, and I've gotten a number of answers, but I thought I'd give you a choice since today is a big choice-making day.
It is a big choice day. Hopefully everybody's getting out there and putting their votes in too. That's another big thing for today. So
definitely. Well, thank you, Eric, for taking the time to talk with me today. Is there anything else that you'd like to leave as a final thought?
I think that as a final thought, I just want to thank everybody that's out there that's supports LaserTech and the things that we do, our customers, our dealers, and obviously all of our employees, and just really appreciate everybody's support and helping us get through this, and if there's anything we can do out there for any of those folks as well to support them, please let us know, and we'll be there any way we can to help everybody get through this. And we appreciate everybody's work out there.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank everyone else who's joined us live today. If you want to be alerted about upcoming Tuesday at 2 events, hit the like button and follow LaserTech's page on Facebook. Taking a look ahead next week on November 10th, we'll have Johnny Thompson and Mark Brooks from Landmark Spatial Solutions to join us. So that'll be a really interesting conversation. Eric Miller, thanks again for your time today. And everyone else, stay safe. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Jay.